everybody. It's time for another quick update. Unfortunately, I do not have a battle report video for this week. It seems that I forgot my camera. So not only did I break the camera I was borrowing, but I simply forgot to take my still pick camera. I thought it was in my stuff, but when I got to the shop, it wasn't there. So there's no bat rep for my 1750 point game versus Thousand Suns. I can tell you though, I did end up winning. I beat him, and I beat him pretty thoroughly. It was close at the end because we were playing objectives, but he was down to 5 models, 1 obliterator, 4,000 suns, and a aspiring sorcerer. And that's all he had left on the table. I still had a bunch of stuff. And it went to turn. If it was at the end of turn, if it ended on turn 5, it would have been a tie, which would have been bad for me because if on a tie, I would have lost the league, or gotten second place, I should say, because he was 2 points ahead of me. But because I had to win in order to win the month, and I did actually end up winning first place in the October league. Got $35, so I ended up with a drop pod. That's right. This drop pod is going to be for my Furioso Dreadnought, my Furioso Death Company Dreadnought. So I'm not going to put any of the interior in. It's just going to be a flat plate. Here's my Dreadnought. So all of the thingy in the middle and all the straps and none of that stuff's going to be in. It's just going to be the weapon in the middle and then a flat plate on the bottom. And I'm thinking I'm going to paint it black with the red X's for Death Company. So this is going to be my Death Company Furioso Dread drop pod. That'll be really cool. I also picked up a standard, the new GW standard brushes, because my old $1 or $2 yellow brush is finally on its way out. The bristles are actually starting to pull out of the ferrule, so that needed to get replaced. I actually started to paint some orcs because I don't have any Blood Angels to paint right at this particular second, because the weather's kind of crappy and I can't prime my Death Company models or my Dreadnought right here, so no spraying, no painting. My Death Company models are ready to spray. Got them assembled. As you can see, I don't have any backpacks on them because they're magnetized. So I got regular backpacks for the magnets, and I got jump packs. They're magnetized. So I actually will probably very rarely run them with the jump packs because my Death Company run was just too cool not to play with. This turned out not to be as easy as it looks, because if you've worked with the jump packs before, you know there's a big get one. I don't have one handy. So I need to turn the camera. You can see this area here. There's this big long slot right here, so the jump pack can be adjustable on the back. But the problem is that's exactly where the magnet needs to go, is right where there's nothing. So what I did was I took some green stuff and I filled in the area on the jump packs, and then after the green stuff started up, I drilled there, and that's where the magnet is. And then I put a big magnet into the back. Just barely fits actually into the back of the Death Company. And so what we have here. Oh yeah, and the green stuff. Then while the green stuff was wet, I pushed it onto the models to make a little cavity for the little bump that's on the back of the model. So I just slash right on there and it stays there. You can just cut off the knob, the bump, and put a big magnet right there. But then the packs will rotate very easily. This way, they're not going to, don't really go anywhere very easily by themselves. So yeah, all 5 Death Company models assembled, all 5 backpacks, all 5 jump packs ready to go. I just need the weather to cooperate so I can spray them. So that's my Death Company. Painting a couple Burna Boys here tonight because I said I don't have any Blood Angels left to paint. So that's where I'm at with my modeling. Oh, let me just give you some high points of my game. It was a very fun game. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. My throat was starting to get scratchy. So what are some great? It was a very fun game, and the dice were definitely on a all or nothing type stretch for the game. I'll just do a little painting while I'm talking. For instance, there was one turn I assaulted a demon prince with my war boss and knobs, and I didn't kill the demon prince. First turn he killed my war boss, but I still managed to make my leadership. And on the second combat phase, I dealt no wounds to the demon prince, and my knobs got wiped out in sweeping advance. Whereas my 19 Ard boys obliterated the other demon prince really quickly. So it was that was the way it went for both of us all night, just kind of an all or none type situation. My Killicans with the rockets destroyed all 3 of his rhinos, 2 from shooting and 1 from close combat. So the more I play with them, the more I'm liking the rocket-equipped Killicans. It's just been amazing so far. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, one of the turning points. There was a couple really cool things that happened. Not only did his demon prince wipe out my knobs, but there was one combat phase where I had like 4 Ard boys assault 2 obliterators, and normally that wouldn't be. I figured he's hitting on 4s. He's only going to kill 2 of them, and hopefully I can get 2 hits with my power claw and wipe them out. But he swung 4 times and hit all 4 of them, so he actually ended up wiping out my unit. I killed one of them in response with my power claw. He made the other invul save. But that was kind of not what was supposed to happen. And then he had an aspiring sorcerer hold up 3 Killicans for 3 combat phases, which was totally unexpected and really ruined my plans, because I was going to send those cans at his objective and force him to deal with those, but he didn't have to because they got stuck in close combat because I couldn't roll a hit. Like there was one of the 2 combat phases I didn't roll a hit at all. That was quite annoying. The real fun part for me was I was getting close to his objective, and he had a Vindicator and a Rhino blocking my way. So the Vindicator fired on a unit of probably about, there's probably like 8 boys left in one of my 20 boys units. The Vindicator fired on them, it scattered, and hit his 3 Terminators that was in close combat with my Ard boys. And that was the only thing the Vindicator hit, was his own Terminators. And ended up killing all 3 of them. Of course, then I lost a couple Ard boys to plasma guns from the Obliterators following that, but that was an interesting shot. That's the chance you take if you're firing it that close to your own troops. It's bound to happen once in a while. I'm running out of time. So that was really that was a really good game. At the end I had a unit of boys just barely able to get close enough to contest his objective at the end of turn 6. And if it had been turn 7, they probably would have died, but then my cans would have been able to contest. So he said he only had those few models left at the end, but it was enough. So that's what happened this week. Next month I'm actually considering playing Tau. I haven't played my Tau in a long time, and besides I figured that way I can give someone else a chance to win this month. Just kidding. So that's it. I'll talk to you later, and hopefully more talking about orcs soon. More to come.